stuff because Sean's got some defectors coming off the Toronto Raptors.
Unbelievable.
And Sean wants to talk about some hockey because there was some back and forth this morning with you guys. We enjoy your engagements on Facebook, so keep it coming, especially as long as it's aimed towards Sean. That's always my favorite. Sean, how are you, my friend?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm having a hard time hearing you right now. I think it's some background
Well,
noise there.
well.
How about you? How about you tell us where you are right now?
I am at world famous Flyers Brewery and restaurant here in Oak Harbor. They're world famous.
Oh man, you just cut right out there, Brad, because you
Thank you
got
so
the
much.
food coming.
Yeah. Thank you so
Awesome.
much. Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you. Sorry.
That's all
Uh,
good.
my waitress came by and just brought me. I don't know if you guys can see this. There's a little
Ooh.
cheeseburger there, and then some pasta. I can't show you because the place too hot. So you'll see that as I go through. Drinking a little pacemaker porter. Let me know if you think I should switch out microphones, and we can do that too. But
Yeah, I think it might be a good idea. That's all good though. Yeah.
let me dig in, and why don't you talk about your Maple Leafs real quick while
Let's
we
yeah, okay.
get back
So
to this.
let's Brad get his first bites in there while I mentioned this here. This is craziness. So thank you, Daniel, for putting that up there on the Guys Beer Sports group page. Yeah, I made that so everybody can be interactive and be able to talk on there. I think Daniel just no, I love you, Daniel. I think he took advantage of that there because he ended up throwing the perfect jab. I'm like, oh my gosh. And of course, it's an old meme, but it came up there, and it's literally just stating about how you have Austin Matthews asking Santa, "Hey, can I have a dragon?" No, Santa's dragons don't exist. He goes, "What can I win a Stanley Cup? What color do you want your dragon to be?" Yeah, it hurt. It hurt so much, and I was tearing up there, Brad. I know you're coming back here soon to talk about this, but man, Daniel, and then of course I had Ryan then pouncing on top of that with the elbow, like Randy Macho Man Savage coming from the top rope. I swear, when you're down on the ground, they all want to come and just grab you. So yeah, he comes off the top rope, coming down on me, just basically stating to me all of a sudden that it's all truth. And the thing is that maybe it is. I don't know. Just
Hey there,
very
we're back.
very hurtful. I was just
I'm sorry you were so hurt by our friends.
I was it was hurtful. It was hurtful. But I understand. I mean, when you don't perform, I guess you can you could always sit there and just poke a little fun, I guess.
Yeah.
But
Earlier we were talking about we were out here Flyers, the official beer sponsor of Guys Beer Sports. I give you guys a quick little look around if you want to see it. This is their outdoor seating area. You see some Wi-Fi. They got the TVs mounted up here in the screens. We're watching games, some heating, fancy, in and out service here. So in all things pandemic, they got you covered here. You got the tables, you got the food. You guys are gonna have to deal with that a little bit as we go through here. So anyway, thanks to Flyers as always for having us. We appreciate the support.
yeah,
Appreciate,
Flyers, thank you so
all this.
much, man. That's
Thanks for keeping
unbelievable.
me
I'm super happy about
sane.
that, Brad.
Yeah, the best of the worlds, right? And Tony and his crew are good folks, so
Yeah.
happy to be here.
I wish I was there.
I wish you were here too. That'll be the way out for now, right? Is the live show. The live show will be the thing that we have to get to.
That's it. I'm in the basement here with a bourbon, but
Bourbon's not bad.
no, bourbon's good. Bourbon's good. That would have been my second choice is GuysBeerSports, but
Yeah, we could have got
beer.
there.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see all this, but look at. I just gotta show you this real quick. You see these cheesy tots?
Mm,
Just tell me. Anyway,
that looks amazing, man.
can't tell you enough, friends. You guys got to get here. This is the place to be.
Unbelievable
Okay.
right now. I cannot believe Serge Ibaka and Marc Gasol both leaving to Los Angeles, two different teams, but for the city of Los Angeles. Oh man.
Yep. You got Serge rejoining with Kawhi, right? That's going to be the move. Got the fancy boys.
Oh, it makes
back
sense.
together.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're homies, right? That makes sense. this day and age, that's the move.
And of course, Marc Gasol ending up going to where he wants to go as far as that's concerned there with the Lakers looking for another title, right? So
Yep.
that's awesome there. Oh my goodness, look who it is.
Hi, guys.
Hi there.
And wanted to say hi.
Oh, look
you.
at that.
Come on, why can't I see everybody? Let me see this. This is silly.
Fun.
Are you missing out? You're just missing out on my animals here.
Yep. I appreciate that the name is not great. I don't know who LGQ70 is, but I do.
So I got nothing to talk about sports.
You don't want to talk about your Cleveland Browns, Joe? Feels like something you could talk about.
Well, I was pretty proud of them.
You should be.
There you go. That's the extent of my
That's it.
sports conversation.
How very Cleveland of you.
I know. But I just wanted to actually join so I could see Flyers because I miss being at Whidbey Island.
Yeah. Here it is, looking all of its glory.
I know. Look at that. That's amazing.
Isn't it?
I love it.
Yeah. It's weird. You feel a little bit creepy sitting out like there's the bar all hanging out and all that cool stuff. So it's
That's cool.
they got a good thing going here. So I'm happy to have a place still to be able to get away and eat outside and enjoy all some of the finer parts of Whidbey Island, right? So
There you go. I love it.
Well,
yeah.
Brad, the better question here, Brad, is you should be asking her, why would she buy me that T-shirt?
Oh my God, you guys are obsessed with that shirt.
Wow. Did you know what I meant before you bought it?
You need to come up with the new podcast topic because that shirt comes up way too often.
Listen, the only reason that it comes up is because he tried to pass it off at a church men's group as not a big deal. Like, that's the only reason why.
No, he didn't.
Yes. I was like, I saw it, and I started to laugh, and I was like, you know what that means? And he was like, do you know what that means? And I was like, yeah.
Honest to God, I've never heard such crude things till I met Sean.
I believe it. I believe it.
That's
He's a
all
smooth
lies.
talker, that Sean. He's a smooth talker.
It's all lies.
Is it?
Yeah, all lies.
I feel like it's not.
Oh my goodness.
He's like right in my face.
I know. This is what happens. I leave her upstairs and the animals just swarm her. If it's not the inside animals, it's the outside animals.
Yep.
She's too
Or
much.
it's you. Or it's you, the big animal.
Well, I'm the biggest. Yeah. So
Hey, Joanna, what do you
Browns-
think about Serge Ibaka going to the Clippers? Are you upset?
No. But I did have to hear about it when Sean got home from work today.
It's a good answer. Yeah. They weren't going to win anymore anyway.
Do you know?
You might get
do
to
you know
go
what-
to Tampa, though. That'll be good.
But you know what, though? I do have a wife question of the week.
Oh,
All right.
Why should we care about these guys getting even more money? Like, it just really seems so tone deaf right now.
Well, do you remember when we didn't have any sports at all and how terrible it was in your house? It was terrible in
No,
my house.
I actually didn't feel like when we didn't have sports that my life was much different, to be honest.
Oh, well. And Sean's a fraud.
what? I was out there changing lights, making sure the people, yes, all in the front there. Look at her looking at me like this. You could do so many things. I think, what was that thing that she showed me there, though? Because I guess whenever I do a job, it's always in her eyes. I'm thinking I'm done, but it's like half done. It's always half done. Everything's half done.
He does just enough to say he did something.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, wait. I think, yes. Hello. The wives have joined us.
Yes.
This is quickly going downhill.
Yes. Yes, because Nikki and I are going to start a podcast called Wives, Wine, and Waxing.
I mean, my favorite thing about tonight is that I don't have to cook Brad dinner. for the first time in 240 some odd days. So I'm eating what I want to eat.
Not even true.
Oh, thank God for small favors.
We put the call in, and now we're getting calls from our wives on there.
Well, we felt bad for you guys because no one else was coming on. So we're like, well, we better jump on.
All I know. Oh, what is going on here?
I mean, we have to talk about tennis or something, right?
Are you following tennis, Joe? Who's the number one tennis player in the world right now?
Isn't it some girl from Canada?
Oh,
You don't
I feel like you should know.
Oh, look, Nikki knows. Nikki knows.
Nope.
Nikki knows. I don't know. Joanna, I don't even know who the top tennis player in the world
I know
is.
that the Chiefs won yesterday. I heard that on the news.
Yeah. Very, very good. It's very good.
Thank you.
I have to ask you a question. Do you think that Sean can do 50 push-ups right now?
Well, okay. So if your definition of a push-up is all the way down,
I mean a proper one.
probably not.
No. I can get all the way down. I just do it like a piston. I'm like a piston.
Yeah, that's not true.
No.
Don't lie.
Like
Have
a
you
piston.
seen our exchange about our bet over 50 push-ups?
I did. I feel like 50 was a very ambitious number.
I don't know
for
why that came.
middle-aged
You know what?
men. But
You know what? 50 was trying to scare me off, Joanne. That's what I think. I think he was like, oh, if I say 50, he'll say no. And I should have. I should have said no.
I don't know,
As
you guys.
We're enjoying drinks here. I have to get into serious training here for these 50 push-ups there. I don't know. It could go either way.
If you listen back, our guest said, "Wow," because you must be in shape.
He's like, oh. Ask anybody around me. They'll say round's a shape.
You're in shape.
Well, I was going to say the belly does sort of help a little because it means he doesn't have to go down quite as far.
Oh, my goodness.
Hey, it's all loved, every bit of it.
I noticed how you had LGQ70 to jump on here. It's like, you couldn't even have Joanna. It's LGQ70. And I'm like, yeah, I'll let you in.
It didn't give me an option. I don't think you put the right link in or something. I don't know.
No. I'm so happy to see you.
I'm sure you are.
No, it's the best. Oh my goodness. And right now, these two here, they're muted. Brad's about to have a nice, oh, look at that. He was looking for a break.
Just trying to save the noise, that's all.
Oh yeah, it looks
like
like
a guy chewing over everyone's mouth.
I was just gonna say it looked like you were just ready. It's like, oh, they're talking. It's ready time for me to eat this nice juicy burger here.
I can hear you just fine, even when I'm muted.
Honestly, I just got on because I thought Reed was going to be here and I wanted to say hi, but
yeah, I know.
he's not here.
I don't know. He could be busy with something going on there. Who knows? The funny thing is on the podcast, one of my friends actually was laughing because he was laughing about the whole entire part about Regina, about the CFL Grey Cup weekend being on a calendar in Regina.
Or he was just laughing because of the name Regina.
Well, Regina, no, we're Canadians. We don't laugh at we don't laugh at the name Regina.
Well, we're Americans. We do laugh.
I know, because it's like the first time you ever heard Regina. It's like,
what about the city in Newfoundland?
What about the city? Well, that's a whole province, though. Newfoundland.
Wait,
which one?
It's not as funny. It's not as funny. Oh yeah.
Dildo, Newfoundland.
Dildo is pretty funny, actually.
Yeah. Conception
really
Bay.
Great place. You would love
It felt like it was a one-up contest.
It's true. It's like
They
dildo.
started with Regina, then as they moved east, they were like, "Watch this."
Dildo. Conception Bay.
Do you think anybody who's watching this right now cares about this husband and wife conversation that's happening right now?
Not at all.
But we just have smart husbands to know to marry Canadian women. That's what it is.
I'm a Canadian
What?
wife.
Sean's the
I
wife
was
of
gonna
this
say,
argument.
yeah. He's the Canadian. So maybe he was
What?
stupid by marrying. Don't let Sean fool you.
In
He
Nikki's
has-
defense, we're homeschooling.
Oh,
ambitious.
now.
Nikki's been drinking.
Oh my goodness. All right. I know Joanna. So every time I try to mention a score or something like that with Joanna, she always says, "Where's Brad?"
I'm like, isn't that why you have your friend Brad? Why? Like, don't you spend hours talking with Brad about sports? Why do you have to talk to me about sports?
So that he's in tune with himself. That's why.
Oh my goodness. I don't know what I've let in here.
Hey, you had to admit me into this meeting, so
Yeah. So you should ask Joanna there exactly how excited she is about all of her Cleveland teams here at this moment.
I'm about the same level of excitement as I was last year and the year before.
I know. There was one year when you were really into it, and I think that was the year before you decided to come over to Canada. You were really into the Browns there. You were talking about the Browns. Maybe not. Maybe you just put on a good front. I don't know.
That was my enticing you.
Yeah.
I was enticing you with my Browns.
Every
Your
week
Browns
he's like, the
conversation.
Browns aren't my team; they're my wife's team, and I have to root for them. That's what he
It's
said.
true. Okay, let me tell you something right now, Brad. I'm gonna let you in a secret. So I ended up winning a football pool in the US, okay? And the only reason why I won this is because my wife, I would always talk about my picks to my wife because I really didn't know a whole bunch about football. And so she actually gave me really good advice. I ended up winning that year, beat all the Americans. So that's when I decided that I was going to become a disciple of Joanna in the whole entire way of football until you surpass the master. And then you become a master yourself.
That's pushing it, but listen, just
That's
because I
true.
don't get excited about football doesn't mean that I don't know about football, because you can't grow up in small town Ohio and not know football. I mean, it's the whole town revolves around football. So
We saw that yesterday at the pro level when Joe Burrow got hurt. Do you know who Joe Burrow is? All of the Ohio State players and Ohio players came over from the Redskins or the Washington football team and gave him kind words and gave him a hug, and they're all a little teary. But then after the game, they asked him why, and they go, "Listen, Ohio's deeper than pro football. Like, this matters to us here." So I thought that was an interesting testament to that bond, right? So that's a cool thing for me.
yeah, no, high school football I think college football is in Ohio is bigger than professional football. There's nothing like going to an Ohio State football game.
Yeah, it is all on the whole East Coast, I would argue, and all the way through the South. It's that way. I have friends of mine that are diehard LSU fans. They're like, yeah, the Saints, love the Saints, unless it's LSU.
Listen,
You know what I mean? Like, if those teams conflict, remember there's like the LSU was in the championship a couple of years ago, and it was on a Monday night, and the Saints were also playing that Monday night, and they're like, yeah, we don't give a shit about the Saints game. Like, not even watching.
it's so true,
Not even
though.
flipping back.
Yeah.
Well,
But
here's the
it's
thing.
exciting. I always think like watching high school football games and college football games, I actually think they're more exciting than pro football.
Yeah, it's for sure. Yeah. I mean, I remember when Ohio State made it to the finals there, we were like, "Oh yeah, we're going to watch. Oh my goodness." And it was great. It was
Nobody
great.
talks like that in our household, Sean.
That was me. Yay! Yay!
I don't sound like
That
that.
was me. No, that was me. I was with the pom poms. No, but seriously. Okay, so I've surpassed you now in football things.
Yeah.
You've taught me. I've surpassed you. I am now the master.
I'm
all
okay
good.
with that.
Ohio, the people from Ohio all look like they could play football. I don't know if they all can.
Oh, I played football when I was younger.
Right. Right.
Everybody plays football when they're younger.
Absolutely. I mean, football is blood in Ohio, right? It's the whole entire blood source over there. But I still will never forget my first high school experience was in Washington.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I remember Brad coming in with his brother, and we were like, hey, and he's sitting way over there. And it was just amazing just watching them so intensely watch the game. And I'm just there going, this is amazing. Like, so many people at this high
boys
school
get rowdy. We don't care. We don't care. We just get rowdy.
Man. And then do you remember the time when she had us go get coffee there at the Seahawks game? And we missed like pretty much the second half going to get Starbucks coffee.
I didn't know it was going to take that long to get coffee. Who knew?
Oh, I did.
All right. Listen, I'm out of here. I need to go get ready for bed. But I just thought I'd come on, say hi. I'm really sorry I missed Reed. If he happens to join later, hey Reed.
Yep. Good to see you too, Joe. Thanks for stopping in.
Yeah, good to see you, Brad. Bye, Nikki.
Good to see you. See you later.
And then there was one.
There's one.
Oh, well, Nikki's preparing something over there.
Yeah. It's like a dinner for 4 small children.
Yeah.
One who probably doesn't have pants on.
Nikki is keeping the house running while you guys do your podcast. So
Yep,
I'm
as
here
always.
to just listen. You guys have fun.
Okay.
So this has got to be
fun.
this is this has got to be the best live ever. I mean,
Yeah.
I've never felt so intimidated, and also this hard willingness to perform at this moment right now. It's like,
I know.
oh no,
A lot of pressure.
but it's true though.
Let's talk quickly about tonight's game. I think we talk about Tom Brady being one of the best quarterbacks to ever play, going in against one of the top defensive lines for sure, right? Aaron Donald,
Defensive line for sure.
Aaron Donald and Vogel this week are trying to get in there. And Tom Brady just hasn't been great on prime time this year, right? That's a bit of a departure from who we know him to be, but here they are. So, Sean, what do you think tonight holds for Mr. Brady and the Buccaneers?
I got to be honest. I'm nervous to pick anybody here, really, because the thing is that with Tampa, so he had his big game. He had his big comeback game after that loss, that horrible, horrible loss against New Orleans. But now, okay, so you come back, you play, you put the smack down on Carolina. Well, the Rams are not Carolina. Aaron Donald is going to be playing. I think this is going to be a dogfight. That's what I think.
Yep. Very likely.
Honestly,
likely.
I think this week in the NFL was probably one of the best weeks I've seen. Just with I think it's because now we're getting so close to postseason, and to be looking at teams that are 6-4 and still on the outside looking in, and teams like the Browns who are 7-3, you've never seen that in since the 90s,
Right.
and the AFC is so dominating compared to the NFC this season. The Steelers with this crazy run at 10-0. This has been a great season. There's been great matchups. Joey Burrow's getting injured. It kind of sucks. That sucks altogether. I felt really horrible that's how his season comes to an end. But
it was a hard one to watch.
Yeah. But Chase Claypool, my man from Canada, my man from Ottawa, 10 touchdowns. 10 touchdowns in the first 10 games.
In 10 games. Yeah, first guys in the Super Bowl era to do so, which is, when you think about all the players, 50-something years, right? Pretty spectacular. So.
Yeah, a great addition. Yeah. And, the Steelers just look, I mean, here's the thing. So we were talking about Indianapolis having that top defense, right?
Yeah.
And I think it kind of showed in last night's game against Green Bay.
Yep.
And Green Bay has the same problem that Seattle has as far as their record against teams over 500.
Yeah.
It's not great. It's going to be interesting now coming down to it. Who's going to be the real players coming out of this? Because here's the thing, KC. What do you think if they play the Raiders in the divisional round? What do you think the
Well,
chances are?
I don't know that you can count the Raiders out in any game.
Exactly.
At this point, they're playing well. The running game's established. The defense is really starting to come into its own. It's everything you thought you'd get with John Gruden coming into the day. So pretty fascinating team to watch. I think really they have Andy Reid dialed in for sure. Mahomes just can't quite get off. You knew like that last drive was going to be the last drive. You just kind of trusted with Mahomes that that's how it was going to go.
Derek Carr looked complete.
Yep. Yeah, I think he finally has some good receiver sets. He's got solid tight ends. He's got a good line and a reliable running game. I think that's all those things are important.
And I remember everybody was going after John Gruden's head when they traded Khalil Mack a couple of years back, and now it looks like, man, maybe the man had a plan somewhere in there.
Well, he had a plan, but more importantly, he hit on that plan because that risk that he took dealing Khalil wouldn't have paid off if they missed on the draft picks, and it sure seems like they've hit on the draft picks.
Yeah.
So, shout out to the Raiders. They're going to do the thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I know you wanted to get into the Apple Cup there, and
yes, the Apple Cup,
and some things about the NCAA. Let's do that. Do you think Nikki's gonna mind if I take her off?
Nah, she'll be fine. I'll tell her you're sorry when I get home.
Okay.
Yeah, so we started to see some of the rumblings when Dabo Swinney from Clemson started to filibuster about the Florida State Seminoles being scared to play them this week as they kicked them off. And so I thought that was an interesting take on the world. And then now the Apple Cup 2 days ago gets canceled. And so the Apple Cup is a game that's been played. Washington State's played 112 times in total. That used to be called the Governor's Cup. Now it's called the Apple Cup. It's like the championship of Washington sports.
Right.
And now, there's been some COVID issues in the Pac-12. First, they weren't going to start. Then they decided to start. They've had some problems with the testing. Last week against Stanford, Washington State couldn't get enough players together. And now this week, on the short week, again, won't be able to do enough. I wasn't aware that there was a rule. Apparently, there's a rule that you have to have 53 scholarship players to play,
Right.
which sounds a little bit, I don't know. It sounds like a farce to me, to be honest with you. I don't understand. If you have 90 guys on your team, with walk-ons and whatnot, so you can't field a competitive team, that feels a bit junior college. But needless to say, that game has been canceled. It's called a no contest. If neither team makes the Pac-12 championship in December, then it sounds like the game will be replayed at that point. But it's a sad day for us here in Washington not be able to, have the Thanksgiving tradition of Huskies and Cougars. So,
wow,
it's been unfortunate. I mean, as long as I can remember, we've watched the Apple Cup, the Thanksgiving weekend, right? That's been the move, and this year, and to be honest, it's probably like the thing that sucks the most about this whole pandemic for me is the loss of this game. I didn't realize how much it mattered until they canceled it. So
that's crazy, man.
Yeah, pretty well.
Well, I mean, the CFL gone, the Apple Cup not being played, no Grey Cup. At least, I mean, right now we have an NFL season. We should be happy about that.
Yep.
Looks like that they're trying to figure something out for NHL. They're trying to figure something out for NBA.
Yeah, NBA reports the camp next week, it sounds like.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're right around the corner for Christmas. It's just a month away. I mean, and now you got Serge Ibaka on the Clippers. You got Marc Gasol on the Lakers. Hey, Fred VanVleet, though, is still a Toronto Raptor. I didn't think that was going to happen.
Yep.
You sound really impressed with that. Yeah.
I'm not. That reminded me of what his shoe deal is now. I just like it's terrible.
Here's the thing, though, is that Toronto opened up a whole bunch of salary cap room in order to go after Giannis Antetokounmpo next year if they want to, if they chose to,
Yeah.
or Kawhi Leonard.
Are you a fan of bringing Kawhi back?
I would bring, yeah, why not? He brought us a championship, absolutely. I got no problems with him wanting to go home to play. I got no problems.
Yeah.
I would welcome him back with open arms. You know, I mean, the city of Cleveland, who burned LeBron's jersey the first time, welcome him back, no problems. Especially after you brought him a championship. Yeah, you can't do any wrong in Toronto.
Well, LeBron didn't bring in the championship the first run. That's what part of the problem was. You know, there's that. Right? LeBron's third championship was the Cleveland championship, right? So, you know. Probably like marrying your high school sweetheart after you've been divorced already. Not quite.
Not the same magic.
It's not quite the same. Not quite the same.
The magic's not the same.
It's not quite the same.
So listen. This is something I did
first, but not your first. Yeah, go ahead.
I wanted to say this because I was a little nervous when Joanna was here there, so I just wanted to wait till she left. But not that she won't be able to hear me. Yeah. I waited for her to leave because basically I never heard so many Ohioans just be so dirty about a whole city in Michigan. Said that Ann Arbor's a whore. And I'm there going, what? What is this? This is college football. This is like, I'm not used to that.
Football.
It's college football. That's a religion. It's like they're exercising demons or something, man. I mean, we go to the Mooseheads game up here in Halifax. We get to see Nate McKinnon when he was developing, J.S. Jaguar when he was developing, great big hockey names coming up. But like, I haven't seen anybody go, well, that's not true. There's hockey dads, right? So really the parents of hockey players go nuts. But
that's the game, though, right? That's at the game. We're talking about this is not at the game.
Yeah. This is all tying one on in the tailgate party.
Just conjecture.
Although your tailgate party in Seattle was the most weirdest thing I've ever seen, man. Because there's no parking lot at the
if by weird you meant most fun.
Oh, it was fun because you went place to place.
You just turned a corner and found a new party. Like, I don't know where else to get any better than that.
I didn't mean that it was bad. Okay, listen. I went to the lamest, and yet I enjoyed it. But it was the lamest tailgate party was the Montreal Alouettes. When I went there, I was just like, "There's nobody here." We're walking throughout the whole city of Seattle. Everybody's drunk at 10 o'clock in the morning because you guys are about to play a game.
Regular season game at that.
That's it.
And there we are.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So I didn't want to say that when she was on there because I know she might have said that. I don't know. Am I snitching? I don't know.
I think it's called dry snitching in the streets. I think that's what they call it. But, we knew she was about that life when she bought you that Cleveland Steamer t-shirt and then tried to talk us off it. So
right.
A lot of things.
Oh my gosh.
It's not like she bought you a cute little dachshund shirt that says "Look at my wiener" or something like that. Like, it's that's funny, right?
No, Cleveland Steamer is funny. That's funny, man.
It is funny, but there are levels. There's different levels. It's all I'm saying.
Norberto's face. Him laughing and just didn't know what to say. I felt so bad.
I hope someone starts a brewery named that. I think it's a wise choice.
I think so. Yeah.
If this doesn't work out, that's what we should do. We should open a brewery.
Let's do it. I'm game, man. So, what about for you? You were talking about the Apple Cup. Yeah. What game stood out for you this week?
It was definitely. No, I'm good, thank you. Man, that Green Bay Colts game was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that Kansas City Oakland game. Sundays are a lot of fun when your team plays either on Thursday or Monday because you can just
Yeah.
sit and watch kind of, all the games at once. You're not occupied for
No
this one. You can see
emotions.
them all.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you're not up or down. You're just watching
Yeah.
great football.
Like that's how I felt after the Cleveland game. It was like, okay,
Yeah.
it's done. And then the Green Bay game and Colts, great game to watch. And I had no dog in the fight, and it was just fun to watch,
Yeah. What's interesting, is that it seems to me, it used to be that you'd only get like 2 or 3 games in like the late window,
Yeah.
and like if all 3 of them sucked, you're just watching, blowouts. But they've kind of expanded that out. Now it's 4 or 5 games in the late window, and you're bound to get one good one, right? And even this week, right, getting 3 of the 4 one-score games deep in the fourth quarter. That was good.
Right.
I think just really solid football all around. It's like, I'm not exaggerating when I say this is my favorite time of year for NFL football. It's just a big move, So, because everyone's still relatively competitive. I think that's the thing about it.
Well, that's the thing, and the thing is, you can't just give it up just yet because there's still 6 weeks to go.
Yeah. What are you talking about? I mean, Eagles Browns was a one-score game. Well, starting on Thursday night, that's a one-score game, right? The Cardinals
That's
and
right.
Seahawks. The Browns Eagles one-score game. The Titans Ravens, which amazing. Derrick Henry showing everyone why he's the boss. One-score game. Patriots Texans one-score game. Dolphins Broncos one-score game. Jets Chargers, amazingly enough, one-score game. Packers Colts one-score. Cowboys Vikings one-score. Chiefs Raiders one-score. Like everything was competitive right down to the end, right? So, pretty fascinating time to get through there, I thought. But
So I got to ask you, did you watch that UFC card last night there?
I didn't see any of it.
I watched
Saturday night. I mean,
yeah, I watched the prelims there a little bit.
yeah.
The prelims, I think I didn't watch the actual fight, the UFC 255, but from what I'm understanding, the prelims were probably better than the fight. There was one crazy. Did you see that knockout?
I haven't seen anything from it.
Oh my god! Check out that knockout from Joaquin. I believe it's from Joaquin Buckley, and I might be mistaken on this, but I believe it is
that
from
again?
Joaquin Buckley.
I thought Joaquin Buckley was the kid that had that kick heard around the world a couple weeks ago. No, who was that?
Well, that wasn't a couple weeks ago. That was like last night, man. That was crazy. Where buddy was like, he held his foot and he just spun around and kicked him in the head. I'm like,
oh, that's old. That's a couple weeks ago.
Is that?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. That's all I could say. Absolutely ridiculous.
That's what you want to see every time someone catches a foot. You're like, man, just launch off that foot and kick the guy in the face. It never happens, then it does, and there you go.
Unbelievable.
It's interesting tonight. I just pulled it up. The line Tampa Bay is given 4.5 points. I feel like that's a lot for them
against this Rams team.
The Rams with a 6-3 record.
Yeah. Just beat Seattle a couple weeks ago, right?
Yep.
Well,
to hear you say it's not a big deal, right? So
no, it's a big deal. It's a big deal.
Anybody.
Listen, Seattle defended their house on Thursday. You should feel good about that.
I do feel good about it. I'm just reminding you that it's not what you said.
No. You defended your house. I said congratulations to that. I still think you're going out in the first round.
No, that'll be the divisional round, but that's fine.
Yeah, which is the first round, right?
It's wild card round. It all depends on what the first round is. If they, there's only one bye this year, right? So I guess that's the thing.
That's it.
Thank you.
Only one bye this year. That's crazy. Yeah, that's why it's so hard, right? Everybody's fighting so hard to get through there.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. Well, man, I gotta get ready. I think to watch this game. I think you're getting ready to get on out. It's just one of the big shout out again the Flyers, man.
Yeah, thanks for the hospitality, fellas, boys and girls. It's been a wonderful time. Come down, check out the seating area. It's been nice. It's late in the evening on November night. I'm here in a sweatshirt, regular socks. So big deal for the P&W. Bring your own blanket if you want. They're friendly for that. All the beers on tap. They'll treat you right.
I love it, man. Well, it's been a blast, Brad.
Yes.
Again, I really wanted to thank Norberto again from I'm Kind of Funny for coming on Saturday. That was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was
And
a good time.
I think we have some really nice guests coming up there in the next little bit into the new
Yeah,
year.
we got some fun stuff to talk to, people to talk to, stuff to talk about. So,
Yeah. I'm
as
looking
things
forward
go.
to it.
Okay,
Absolutely.
folks. Well, thanks again for your support, friends. We appreciate you guys. Thanks for following us. Thanks for rocking with us. See you next time.
See you next time. Peace.